Hi everybody, and welcome to your daily tarot advice. This video is going to be for the weekend, September 8th and 9th, Saturday and Sunday. I'm not going to do a moon phase pull before the video. I'm actually going to look at it in each and every individual sign in the personal little mini reads that I do for you guys for the weekend. So with that said, I will start with Sagittarius. If you are not a Sagittarius, go ahead to your timestamp below. Hi Sagittarius, how are you? Let's see how your weekend's gonna go. And we have on Saturday a waning crescent moon in Leo, which transitions into Virgo. And then on Sunday, we have that lovely Virgo new moon. And I'm definitely participating with that new moon energy to make some big time changes in my life. So I highly encourage all of you to do the same. So Sagittarius, let's see what's going on. And I will say, all the Sagittariuses I know right now are going through a lot of different shifting and changing. Okay, oh yeah, look at that. As I say that, this is your card for the weekend. Tree of Life, fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. Sagittarius, this is like, you know, those of you who have been going through a lot for quite some time, there's finally a little bit of reprieve to that. There's some newness coming to you this weekend. It could be, you know, new opportunities, new invites to different things you haven't tried. You know, if you're out and about at a party or at the bar, you might make some new acquaintances or friends, new romance. Some of you who are hoping to conceive, this might be a good weekend to give that a shot, okay? Others of you, this could be where there's some sort of gift or reward given to you by a friend or a loved one, or maybe even in the workplace. Overall, with the Tree of Life, it's a very lovely energy to carry you through this weekend. And considering this is the first card, and here we're about to go into this Virgo new moon, I would just like to say it would be a really good time for you guys to put your intentions out to the universe of what you would like to change in your life, what you would like to manifest. And, you know, it's so much more than just thinking, hoping, and wishing. Once you put that out to the universe, you've got to follow through on that and do what you can do right now, today, to start helping you walk towards that change or that manifestation that you so desire. Okay, so, wow, Sag, look at apply past lessons. This is saying that, you know, this weekend, anything from your past, whether it's a literal person or situation that's known and familiar to you, shows up. This is telling you that person or situation has not changed, okay? If this is not like a literal, like somebody you already know, there could be a person that you're dealing with or a situation you find yourself involved with this weekend that looks like and feels like exactly something or somebody from your past. If that is the case, you're feeling right, and you need to apply what you learned from those past situations or people in the now and make a different choice, all right? Some of you, it's like you've already made this transition, and that's why, you know, this is showing up. But apply past lessons, Sagittarius. Even if you are in, you know, a relationship right now and you guys are having the same fight, same argument, it's not going to change if you say the same things or go about the solution in the same manner. It might be time to try something new, okay? And be creative about it in your approach, however that personally resonates for you. So I was trying to say before these flew out that, you know, these are going along with the moon phase, this new moon energy. And Sagittarius, this is like asking for that clarity of, let me see all things. Let me incorporate all lessons I've been working on into my consciousness so that I do make, you know, better choices for myself. And that doesn't mean like you're stupid or anything. It's, you know, it's a expansion of consciousness. Choices and ways I'd go about things 10 years ago are completely different than how I'd handle it today. And that doesn't mean I was wrong then. It's just my consciousness has expanded, so I see things from a different perception. Therefore, I'm going to handle them much more differently. I'm all about love and forgiveness, but if you keep, like, if you burn me, like, everybody makes mistakes, but if you burn me more than once with the same behavior, I'm done. I'm done. I have learned, nope, it will repeat, it will repeat, it will repeat, okay? So just apply that how it fits for you. And wow, look at that. Some of you with facing your fears showing up, this could be where you don't want to let go of the familiar, or you're afraid to make that change that you know needs to happen. You're afraid to embrace the new unfamiliar terrain ahead of you, because even if where you're at hurts you or brings you down, at least you know what to expect, right? And you know, going out into the unknown, you have to be vulnerable, which can be very scary. But look at what's next. Trust in your power, Sagittarius. So with this new moon energy, it's time to let go of whatever keeps you anchored to the past, because here is Luna saying, Sagittarius, there's no reason for you to stay anchored. That person, that situation is not going to change. Like, it's the same. And even if it shows back up in your world this weekend, either literally in reality or it's just heavy on your heart and mind, this is, you know, Luna saying, no, free yourself from that. That person, that situation has not changed. And what happened in the past, there's nothing you could have done or been better, okay? You know, sometimes things are just the way they are. And hope is a hard thing when you're hoping for the past to be different than it was, right? And, you know, apply what you've learned and where you've been, and trust that where you're headed, you'll be just fine. Open yourself up to it. We have some magical blessings here, Sagittarius. So let's see what, yeah, nice. Oh my God. So we have the Knight of Wands, the Fool. Okay, new beginning, new beginning, new beginning with great enthusiasm, with passion, with creativity, a lot of energy, you know, moving about. And here is the Star. Sagittarius, listen, face your fears, trust, you know, that things of the past couldn't be different, and it's the same thing today. You are not missing out. Like, project forward. There's great things ahead of you. Believe in yourself. Believe in your power. Do not be afraid of the unknown. There are blessings up ahead. New beginning. Like, this, you know, weekend could be pretty powerful for some of you with this new moon energy. Others of you, again, there's new people, new acquaintances coming in to your life as you shed the past. New ideas, new goals, new ambitions, choice of healing, consciousness expansion, all right? This is general, so it plays out for you all very differently. But Sagittarius, it's beautiful. It looks promising. You know, so apply this message how it fits for you personally. So those are your messages for the weekend, Sagittarius. I'm wishing you a very wonderful and lovely weekend. Take care. Hello, Capricorn. How are you? Let's see what the weekend has in store for you guys. Oh my goodness, look at that. Moonlight, travel, romance, potential. So Capricorn, this here is telling me, you know, you guys have a lot of potential to make big changes with this new moon energy. And the thing is, you know, people think, oh, you know, I'm just going to put it out there with the new moon and, you know, because that's what I'm told to do. The thing is, it's not going to really amount to much if your own energy is not 100% in and participational, willing to do what it takes, willing to make the changes you need to make in your life to bring about the manifestation you desire, or to bring about the changes in your life, in your situations, your relationships that you so desire, okay? Most people are like, no, tell me that this is all just going to happen. And I'm like, well, yeah, here's the potential, the energy. It's right there on a silver platter for you, but you've got to participate. It would be like somebody saying, I am a brilliant painter, Okay, well, let's just say you're gifted tons of paints and brushes and palettes and an easel and everything you possibly could need to paint. Well, at that point, it's up to you to start painting, right? And then you could be like, oh, well, I just don't have the creativity. Well, you've got to try. And some of you, it might not be that everything's there. It might be that you have a single paintbrush, 3 colors, and maybe you have to find old paper to start painting. But it's like, work with what you have where you are at right now and just watch what would happen. And I will say, I would not tell you this if I did not personally go through these changes myself and have to discipline myself and push through and jump on to the changes in my life that I truly want to make. And in doing so, my participation has changed everything. And, you know, just through friends, doing readings for other people, I realize we all kind of get in that mentality of, you know, well, I don't have what I need to get where I want to go. And, look at that. Just as I'm about to say, no, work with what you have where you are at right now, and look at Hidden Realms opens up. 100%. So let's see what Luna has to say, because she's telling you, I am shining on you strong, Capricorn. I am giving you energy for changes, to make anew, to be what you want, to bring things into your life. And look, face your fears. This is all about the unknown and the unfamiliar, right? Because sometimes it's easier to stay attached to situations and relationships that harm us because they're familiar. We know what to expect, you know, but letting go and moving out into the unknown, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, am I making a mistake by doing this? I know what's going to happen here. That I could trust that, even if it's harmful to you, right? So we've got to not be afraid and hold ourselves back and keep ourselves caged in with what's familiar, whether it's physically, mentally, or emotionally, or even spiritually. Oh my gosh, apply past lessons. You know what? These 2 cards came out for Sagittarius in their reading, and you were watching me shuffle like the whole time I'm talking here. So those of you with Sagittarius moon or rising, this is an especially strong message for you, because apply past lessons. This is saying that, you know, what you're still hanging on to, the hope or the belief of a situation or person, here's the universe saying, you know what, Capricorn, that situation is not going to change. That person is not going to change. If there's somebody from your past or a situation from your past returning this weekend offering you the sun, moon, and stars, here's the universe saying, look, even though that's what you want to hear, you need to face the fear and the truth of they are still the same person offering the same type of energy to you, okay? And you can go around this again if you so choose, or you can decide, you know what, no, this feels too familiar and I'm not participating this time. I'm going to make a different choice. Now, this is not somebody you already know or a situation. This could really be playing out in your mind, in your mental body. You could be thinking about something, wishing you had done different, or somebody had done different, or it could have turned out different. And here's the universe again saying, no, it was what it was, and you are where you're at now. And if you truly learn from that and let go and not be afraid of what's up ahead, the new, you are going to be so happy. Like, there's better up ahead. And I am notorious of kicking and screaming and wanting to hold on to what's familiar, because I'm incredibly sentimental and I feel connections to people, at places and, you know, situations so strongly. But, you know, through my own soul evolution, I've gotten so much better at that. And now, even though sometimes I feel the change coming and I'm like, oh, I'm not ready to go yet, I trust the universe, because every time I'm dazzled and I'm happy. But when I kick and scream and refuse and hold on, oh my God, I'm in such misery and pain that I perpetuate for myself, cursing the universe. But it's me holding on to what's no longer a fit for me, or, you know, where I'm headed. And once I let go, it's beautiful, Capricorn. And that's the same here, you know. Trust that the past is the past, and it couldn't be different, and it's not different today. It's the same old story, and you've changed and you're evolving, and it's time to, you know, move on, move forward. Now, some of you, if there is a situation or person that presents itself to you this weekend that is not somebody you already know, but you know, the vibration of the situation or person feels very familiar to something you've already been through. Here's your confirmation, 100%, that yes, they are the same thing, okay? Now, last card here, and these are the messages from Luna, and she's like all about controlling this reading, okay, because she showed up first card out, resolve conflicts. This is the conflict inside of you, Capricorn. I feel like many of you wishing the past could be different, whether you wish that somebody else would have been different, you wish that you would have been different, or that you didn't make this choice, or that this, and this didn't happen, like whatever it is, it's like time to let all of that go, because the past is the past. What it was is what it was, and it cannot be changed. And the only thing you could do now is make the best with what you have today and build on that and move forward. And I know many of you will be like, oh, that's not so easy. And believe you me, I know. I pretty much lost everything, and betrayed in ways I don't even want to talk about. Even all the way down to my dog getting run over. And the years that followed that was the worst of my life. And I stayed stuck and hung on to the past and hope and all of this and that. And then finally, when I stopped cursing the world and really saying, okay, what's all this trying to teach me? Things changed for me. And it wasn't easy. And loss and heartache and betrayal, it's hard, okay? I get that, 100%. But listen, the more you're willing to face the unknown, the better off you'll be. I finally decided with my narcissistic ex that strung me on for 3.5 years after we officially broke up, and I don't say it's all on him, because it takes two to tango. You know, I finally came to the decision that it was easier for me to be sad and cry and miss him and feel it that way than continue to endure his lies, cheating, betrayal, and dishonesty, okay? So sometimes you got to weigh your options with pain. What's going to hurt, you know, the most? But in the long term, where am I ultimately going to be free? And, you know, 2.5 years after letting that go, I'm amazing. And to think that for 3.5 years, I kept myself in that energy, that heartache, that vibration, that hope, you know, it breaks my own heart, because 2 years I let it go and I'm in a whole new world where I chose 3 years to hold myself there, finally let go. And now, you know, the rest is history. Okay. So here we have the Judgment card. The Four of Cups and the King of Cups. Capricorn, yes, nothing could be different of the past. And if you're really beating yourself up over choices that you made or mistakes you made, Capricorn, you've learned. You're becoming very wise. You would never do that again. You would never go about something that way, you know, and things that happen to you where you wish, you know, this person wouldn't have done this or that or the other. It's time to let that grow and become very wise in the life experience you've had up to this point, and free yourself from this energy, however it resonates for you personally, okay? And so Luna speaks in your reading, Capricorn, and is like, it's time for new, my beloved soul. It is time for new, and I will lead you there with my beautiful energy through the darkness, okay? Leading you back to the sun, the day. However, you must follow me across the sky, okay? You must work with the energy within yourself and make the change and transition yourself, but I will guide you the whole way through, okay? So Capricorn, those are your messages for the weekend. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi Aquarius, how are you? Let's see what's going on this weekend for you guys. Sagittarius and Capricorn was incredibly spiritual, so I'm hoping we got some shake up and some fun and magic happening for you guys. But we do have this new moon, so eternal dance, movement, will of life, path of least resistance. So Aquarius, this coming out is your card for the weekend. this is, you know, the universe giving you permission to not have to deal with anybody else's crap this weekend. Like, really, you know, if somebody's being drama, don't even deal with it. Like, you don't have to. It's their problem, you know, because sometimes people just have the same problem over and over and over and over, right? And you give them the same advice over and over and over, and you're like, okay, I'm done with you. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, you know, you're my homie, whatever. But Aquarius, cut yourself off this weekend from that energy. It's not your responsibility to put the pieces of somebody else's life back together once again, okay? Others of you, you know, if you're just kind of having a hard time with something or having a challenge, a struggle, an obstacle, this is the universe saying, you know, sometimes we think that when there's a mountain before us, the only way to get beyond it is to go up and over it. But this here is saying, find the stream, okay, that goes around it. Find the stream and go with that flow. You know, it might be a detour that you don't want to deal with or whatever, but you will be so much happier that you hopped in the river and went with the flow around the mountain than forcing yourself up and over it, because sometimes we do have no choice. We have to be up and over that mountain. But this weekend, whatever it is for you, the universe is saying, nah, Aquarius, you don't got to deal with all of that. Find the stream, go around, and to each their own. And that's not saying be selfish and rude and all of that, but, you know, sometimes we all have to put ourselves first. We do, okay? You know, I'm all about being selfless and kind and giving random acts of kindness, you know, forgiveness, the whole 9 yards. But I also know when my batteries are low, I've got to make it all about me for a minute or two to get myself back on track. And if I have a friend or loved one, you know, or even client that continually over and over and over, it's the same thing over and over, I've got to cut myself off, even if, you know, I have to make an excuse just to put that distance, because I don't want any hostility or animosity growing in me because of somebody else's issues and problems in their life that they just can't seem to figure out. You know, that's their path, not mine. And if I'm starting to get worked up about it, it's because I'm out of balance. So Aquarius, it's like the universe is giving you permission to focus on you, recharge your batteries, and not fix the problems of the world for somebody else. So let's see what Luna is adding to this with this new moon energy for Aquarius. All right. Oh, you know, this exactly what I just said. 100. Luna is concurring and saying, Aquarius, it's time this weekend for you to focus on you. You know, pull the weeds out of your garden, water your flowers, water your vegetables, you know, feel the warmth of the sun shining down. It's this weekend, it's about you. And some of you, you know, maybe it's like you don't normally do that or you feel incredibly guilty, but nope, I'm seeing, yeah, look at this. The lily, time for new birth. Yes, Aquarius. You don't have to have the same old thing. And also, the hard work and efforts you guys have been putting in different areas of your life, this is general reading, people are starting to take notice of you. And if this isn't like a physical thing where those around you are noticing your greatness, your efforts, your energy, what you've been trying to do, this is more spiritual, where the non-physical realm is really seeing, you know, the transformation of you and your awakening, and there's new things up ahead, new opportunities coming your way. Some of you, it's like this weekend we really need to focus on ourselves, get our ducks in a row, because there is something new showing up in the very near future. New relationship, new job, you know, new way of something, and you need to prepare for that. And how you do that is by tending your own garden and being the best version of yourself you could be. Sometimes that means we've got to disconnect. And look at this, trust in your power. Yeah, some of you really just need a battery recharge. and it's going to do you wonders. You know, sometimes when we're really depressed and down and just it's not so much because of our own life, even if we're projecting it to ourselves as such. It's everybody we are around. It's the constant stimulation that we are exposed to. You know, think about it. Your mood really depends on the type of music you want to listen to, right? And sometimes, you know, if you're listening to music and you're in a good mood, there's this sappy old song that comes on that triggers you in 500 different ways, and now you're crying because you're remembering somebody, right? So, you know, Aquarius, it's just, this weekend is about you and finding your balance and not feeling like you have to take care of anybody else's needs, wants, desires, none of it. You know, this is a time for you. So let's see. Yeah. Yep, because look, Aquarius, something is coming up ahead. There is new coming into your world. Here you are. This is an air card right here. Knight of Swords. And in this position, he's mean and he's disconnected and he's rude. And, you know, he's not interested in helping anybody else. And honestly, I feel like this is how you need to be. There's a certain situation or person in your life, or many, that are causing more damage to you, your emotions, your happiness, and your energy than you recognize. And, you know, if you're always listening to music and all these sappy songs trigger you, try not listening to that music for like a week, and you'll find that you feel much better. Some of you, this is where we got to get away from some lower energies so that you can get back to where you normally vibe and you will feel better. And look at this High Priestess coming out in this position. Yeah, Aquarius, you know what's up in situations and people. You know the truth. And you know, it's not always easy to cut people off and out of our life, and so it's sometimes we have to just disconnect and recharge our batteries and do what we have to do for ourselves with no guilt, no shame, okay? And in your particular case, I feel like we've got to restore, rebalance, clean up our garden, because there's something coming up for you guys, some newness coming in. And you know, you want your vibration, yourself, your home, just something about you needs to really be on point for when this opportunity aligns with you, you know, for whatever it is for you personally, Aquarius. So, you know, focus on you, do what makes you happy this weekend, okay? So those are your messages. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hello, Pisces. How are you? Let's see what the weekend has in store for Pisces. Okay, so we have Harmony and we have Jewel Within a Teardrop. Pisces, nice. This means these two cards, this is like a weekend of happiness and harmony and flow for Pisces, okay? You may be reconnecting with an old friend, an old flame, an old idea, or even a reconnection and return to yourself this weekend where it's a happy thing. It feels good. It feels nice. Jewel Within a Teardrop, where tears of sadness now have turned into tears of joy. So this is nice energy for the weekend, Pisces. Let's see what Luna has to add for this new moon energy. And I want to point out that, you know, new moon energy and putting manifestations and changes out there as your intention, you have to follow through with that and start with where you are with what you have right now, okay, to start manifesting the changes you so desire and the other things you would like to come into your life, okay? So Luna says, yes, meadow, growth and abundance, freaking lovely. Move and adapt, the prairie, interesting. And resilience and strength, the desert. All right, so, you know, because these two cards have come out, I would normally expect this to follow these two cards up, but what I think is happening here is you know, Pisces, many of you have been through a long, hard period of struggle, walking through the desert, having to become incredibly resourceful, having to become independent, relying on yourself. Just, you know, the journey for each of you has been quite different. And through this experience of the desert, it taught you, you know, okay, situations where you need to disconnect from, how you have to change and grow yourself, you know, to change your situations and circumstances. Like Pisces, I see many of you have been in a growth period trying to really understand. And now, you know, here comes this energy of harmony where you're finally going to see a little bit of growth, some sprouting, you know, some life from your energy and efforts. It's like we're starting to walk out of the desert into the oasis. And you know, this could be where you've just had a really hard week and this weekend turns out to be really awesome, and things that were out of balance come into harmony with this new moon energy, okay? Others of you, this could be where you've been really struggling with something mentally or emotionally, and the energy of this new moon is powerful for you, and you come into a complete different understanding and perception of where you've been and what you've been through. Some of you, it's like finally there is this reward, this blessing, this manifestation that comes to you after this, you know, long, hard journey. It's different for all of you, Pisces, but let's see what the tarot has to add. We have the King of Wands, we have the Moon card, and we have the Chariot. So right off the bat, Pisces, very strong Aries, Leo, or Sag. Very strong fellow Pisces or a Cancer showing up in your weekend reading. And what I see here is exactly what everything I've already just said. Like, you've become very wise and very grown, either within yourself, about a person, a situation, or how to make changes in your life or bring things into manifestation. Like, you're very grown, you're very wise to that, okay? This is like the spirit. You know what actions need to be taken on your behalf physically, as well as what types of emotional and mental energy you need to infuse with your actions to bring about success. Like, some of you, it's just like everything's making sense. Others of you, we're finally reaping the rewards. This could be a new person coming in. This could be an unexpected blessing, okay, Pisces? It's just different for each and every one of you. And what I can tell you as overall energy, it looks to be a nice weekend where, you know, we're not sad. There is success. There is happiness. And those of you who truly desire big change in your life, take this new moon energy, put your intentions out there, do a Google search. You know, how do I make my intentions known with new moon energy? Like, just research, learn, educate yourself, and then put that into practice with the new moon. And then from there, you know, do what you could do with what you have right now. When I started my channel, I had like 3 or 4 different decks that I used and an iPhone 4. Okay, that's what I started my channel out with. And today I have over 40 different decks. I have an actual video camera. I have editing software that I use for other videos that I do. So listen, start with what you have where you're at right now, and that's how you build the momentum, create the foundation, and put yourself on a trajectory towards change or manifestation. And I'll tell you what, a lot had to change inside of me before I could be this type of reader today as well, okay? So Pisces, those are your messages for the weekend. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hello, Aries. How are you guys? Let's see. Ooh, okay. So, your card for the weekend, Aries, is a perception beyond the veil of illusion. So, this could be some truth coming to light for you guys in a situation, circumstance, or relationship. I mean, like legit information coming to you, or somebody telling you something. Or this could be, Aries, where you this weekend under this new moon energy are really coming into a different perception and understanding about a person or situation in your life. So let's see what Luna wishes to add and offer to this perception card with her new moon energy that she's offering you. Okay. So we had balance the emotions come out, trust in your power, and harvest and sow. Yes, Aries, this weekend is a weekend of enlightenment, of truth coming out, of deeper understanding. Also, it's with perception and balance the emotions. You know, those of you who have really been working on yourself at a spiritual level, trying to, you know, have your chakras aligned, get your heart and your mind in the same vibe, like all of it. Definitely this weekend you could receive a proof of your manifestational power, you know, your own hand in the creation of your life and your journey. Like many of you are going to see that and be able to connect those dots this weekend, okay? Others of you, this may be where somebody finally understands you and what you've been trying to say in your side of things, and they come to you and they're like, okay, Aries, I totally get it. You're absolutely right. I didn't see it that way before, but I totally understand where you're coming from and how you feel. Okay, that could definitely be the case. Or swap that, where, you know, something about what's going on this weekend for you makes you really understand finally where somebody else was coming from or their perception on things. Okay, so let's pull some tarot, Aries, and see what comes out with that. Oh my gosh, perfect, beautiful. Yep, 10 of Cups. Just, this is happiness, connection, closeness were written in the stars. And we have the 7 of Swords. This could be the like deception or misunderstanding that, you know, we're seeing here. And look at, we have this Ace of Wands. Yes, Aries, some of you, it's like the dots are connecting, and this is within yourself where you're finally seeing or understanding a situation or person for what it was, okay? This could just come from your own, you know, meditation and so forth. But for others of you, this could be where somebody actually tells you and brings the truth to light for you so that you finally understand, okay? But because we have harvest and sow, this could also be about where, you know, somebody who was doing somebody dirty is about to reap their rewards of their own bad energy, okay? And this is a general reading, so this could be where you're witnessing that, you know, somebody who there was an injustice or unfairness directed towards you, and now you're seeing it play out for them, exactly what they gave to you. Or you're seeing where your own energy you gave out has now come back to you, okay? And this really, it could be for the good or the bad, but because we have the 7 of Swords here, I do feel as though some party involved in the situation was dishonest, was deceptive. And now over this weekend, the truth comes to light. And it could be where we're finally having the conversation, we're apologizing, we're making up, and we're ready to let it go and move forward into the new, okay? For others of you, it's just the truth is coming to light, and now you're like, oh, aha. And, you know, you're ready to move on and move forward. But ultimately, with this Ace of Wands and the harvest and sow, Aries, there is some blessings, some reward. I feel like this is more of a positive type of energy for Aries, where somebody is apologizing to you or saying, hey, Aries, I totally understand where you're coming from now. Like, I get what you were saying. Or, you know, somebody's offering Aries a gift, or, hey, Aries, let's go out on a date. Hey, Aries, let me make this up to you type of energy, okay? But ultimately, Aries, it looks really nice. And with harvest and sow ending your messages from Luna, Ace of Wands being here, it's like whatever you truly want to change in your life or manifest for yourself, You have the power. Trust in your power, okay? You've just got to balance your thoughts and your emotional body and not have a heavy grip on how something must unfold or turn out for you. You've just got to put your intention out there, intention of happiness, love, joy, abundance, and now, universe, show me the way. What is my path to that? And I will adjust and make changes to myself as I move along that path to achieve my goal, to accomplish. And it's just like you get it all the way down to your core somehow, some way, okay? So Aries, those are your messages for this weekend. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi Taurus, how are you? Let's see what the weekend has in store for all the Taurus out there. Ooh, a sacred journey, life cycles, family, transformation. This is card 22. Taurus, this could mean several different things. This could be, you know, like reaping reward for something. This could be where there's something new coming into your life this weekend, a new person, a new tradition that you want to start taking place, you know, for yourself or within your family going forward. You could be celebrating some sort of like anniversary of something this weekend. It could be, you know, your wedding anniversary or relationship or something like that, but this feels more external to you. Like it would be like your parents celebrating, you know, their 50th wedding anniversary, or your grandparents, or something along those lines, or somebody's getting married and you're attending the wedding. It's just, you know, this, think of like the circle of life, the Lion King, right? That's really what this card entails, is, you know, everything moves in cycles, everything is connected, everything is truly sacred. We are one big soul family, and we disguise ourselves in different you know, costumes and get-ups, and some of us it's to bring love and connection. Some of us are the trickster and teach and, you know, bring about those harder lessons of life. But ultimately, Taurus, this is like all about your connection to life overall, your own specific life journey, the connections you have to others. Okay, so let's see what Luna has to add to this energy here, you know, for her new moon that she is offering. Oh, look at that. Shine forth, Taurus. Emotional protection, gardenia. And life, death, and rebirth. Wow. If this could not... Wow. Sometimes what I feel from the cards is more than I could ever articulate. I swear to you that. And I wish that I could like just touch somebody's hand and somehow download into them everything I'm seeing and feeling with the cards, because it's like a message that is not articulate. Like you can't speak it, you can't express it through word. It's a soul thing. It's the language of the soul, all right? And the language of the soul, there is not always a word or a way to explain that energy. And this showing up attached to the sacred journey, Taurus, this might be a very deep spiritual weekend for you. Whatever you're doing, whatever you are involved with this weekend, I don't even know. Some of you, there's just a lot going on. Maybe you're going on some sort of spiritual retreat. Again, we're celebrating some sort of anniversary or accomplishment of like life work, really. It wouldn't just be like, you know, I won this award. It's much larger than that. It's something more encompassing. It's really hard to read this as like a specific event taking place over your weekend, okay? Because it's like there's many things connected and encompassed in this reading here, and that's all playing out for you this weekend. And you know, some of you, because I have shine forth, emotional protection, life, death, and rebirth, some of you are making big time decisions and choices to make kind of radical changes in your life, ending certain relationships or maybe even belief systems, career. It's just, there's some Tauruses out there, there's a radical shift, and you have to kind of protect yourself from the energy of others, meaning not everybody is happy and in agreement with what the choices you want to make, okay? Others of you, whatever you're involved with this weekend, if there's a lot of people who are like sad or depressed or negative or pessimistic, you need to make sure you have a energetic protection around you so that you're not absorbing their, you know, lower vibrating energies of sadness, heartache, and pain. It's just, I don't know, there's something going on for you guys this weekend. And it's really attached to, like, you know, the sacred journey of life, so much so that I don't even know how to articulate the reading, the message properly. Wow. So we have the Six of Swords. You know, I don't want to say this, but some of you, I feel like you might be attending a funeral of somebody who's passed on. But in saying that, you know, obviously you would already know, and that's taken place prior to this weekend. I mean, come on, I can't, here we're passing through, you know, shine forth, and life, death, and rebirth, the sacred cycle of life. Yeah, you know, some of you, I feel like that's what's happened here. You know, you're saying goodbye to a loved one, or this may be a time of year where we all come together as a family to honor and celebrate this particular person's life or passing for whatever reason, okay? So some of you, definitely that's going on. Others of you, I do feel where this is something taking place inside of you where you're ready to just leave a lot of crap behind, okay? And it looks good. We have the Sun here in reverse, and then we have the Three of Wands. So Taurus, with this energy right here, it is kind of selling on into the unknown. And, you know, if that's where you're at, where you're like changing career, ending relationships, you know, whatever it is that's kind of a bigger deal, a bigger choice you're making, you do not fear it, okay? You're moving into the unknown, but there are opportunities and things that are going to meet you. And also, there are things or people from the past that you are going to align up with once again at some point in your future, okay? Now, because this is general, this could all be where all of this took place in the past, and now here we are this weekend where it is the return of those people to walk forward once more with you on the journey ahead, okay? So Taurus, very deep and spiritual for you guys. Apply this how it fits for you personally, but those are your messages for this weekend, Taurus. I'm wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi, Gemini. How are you guys? Let's see what the weekend has in store for Gemini, along with this Virgo new moon energy. Ooh, nice. Gemini, we have harmony, power, self-confidence, productivity. This looks like a very nice weekend for you. A lot of positive energy, and also with that, any changes or manifestations you would like for your life, this new moon energy is really, really great for you to do that. And here's your confirmation. But the thing about change and manifestation is, you know, you put it out there, but you've got to also be in participation with that. And that means starting with what you have, where you are at right now, and not saying I can't or I need XYZ in order to. It's saying, okay, I have, you know, A, B, and C. I just need maybe the rest of the alphabet, but I'm going to start with A, B, and C. What I have right now, I'm going to start putting my energy into that, start putting momentum into that, and it will build and it will grow, Gemini. So let's see what Luna is offering to you guys with her new moon energy over the weekend. Stretch and explore. Yep, this right here is Gemini, you can make great changes in your life that you truly want. You could achieve things that you might feel are impossible right now in this moment today. But with stretch and explore, it's saying the more you're willing to go outside of your comfort zone, okay, and go into those cracks and crevices and climb and reach, you will, you know, get to the top. Also, this is like you've got to be willing to change and expand yourself. If you're asking for something different than what's going on in your life right now, that means you do have to change. You can't ask for something that isn't happening, and it's not happening because it's not right for your life or where you're at right now. Sometimes you've got to shed some things, whether that be people, habits, thoughts, behaviors, whatever, and move into the unknown. And it's in that place where you will really thrive, and you will start to see that you are capable and you have so much power over your own life. And what happens, look at this, we have rain. It's time to replenish and, oh my goodness me, aspen, shed the old. So listen, Gemini, this coming out, this is a good weekend for you, okay? I feel like the energy that you'll be experiencing, you know, through relationships, situations, conversations, experiences this weekend are very nice. They're in harmony, they're in flow, they feel warm, they feel good. However, this is Luna saying enjoy this weekend, you know, these days of harmony and flow, but, you know, it's time, once we're replenished, it's time to let the old go. It's time to allow ourselves to stretch, expand, and to explore into the unknown, into the unfamiliar, because that's where the magic happens, Gemini. So let's see what the tarot has to add to this. Right, so we have the Ace of Cups, and this would actually be the reverse position, the other way around, according to the vice versa. We have the Devil, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so Gemini, some of you may have a reunion this weekend with somebody from your past, friend, ex-lover. With this, though, it may have been where, you know, it was just a fling, it was just a one-night stand, or you and this person were just more of an acquaintance, all right? If it was deeper than that, then it ended kind of on a sour note, all right? And here it's showing back up into your world this weekend, or perhaps it showed back up already around that Pisces full moon we had at the end of August. And, you know, with time to replenish, this is more about closure and apologies and forgiveness and healing rather than another go round, okay? Especially because the Ace is in this position. It's almost like, you know, the universe giving you this gift so that you don't have to be left hanging about a person or situation, but it's for closure so that you can let it go and move on, because there's better things, like truly 100% up ahead. So Gemini, you will experience harmony and reconnection this weekend, literally for some of you with people, but it's not so much like, okay, let's be close again. Some of you, this could be where you just run into somebody from your past and you guys have a really good conversation and enjoy each other's company and you catch up, but after you part ways, it's not like you guys are going to keep that same vibe of energy going, okay? This is just like anything that shows up is short-lived, and it's for the experience of the moment, the feel-good of it, the healing, the forgiving, the catching up, you know, the replenishing of energy. But it's time to shed it, you know, it's not meant to continue forward. So even if you meet like a new potential romance this weekend, Gemini, this is general, but it doesn't look like lasting. It just looks like a temporary thing. This is a general reading, so, you know, if you do meet somebody, and don't just be thinking, oh, this is like never going to last, it's a waste, because this is a general reading. It's not personal, okay? So it could be different for you, but what I see here is whatever shows up this weekend is short-lived, and it's attached to the past, and it's here for healing and closure and all of that, and it's time to let it go because there's new things up ahead, okay? So, Gemini, those are your messages for the weekend. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi, Cancer. How are you guys? Let's see what the weekend has in store for all the Cancers out there. Ooh, we got the Eternal Dance. Aquarius also received this card, Cancer. And what this is saying is really like this weekend is not a weekend to try to handle anybody else's dramas and stresses. It's really a weekend for you to focus on yourself and do what you need to do for yourself. Also with this, if you're standing, you know, in front of a mountain, you know, meaning like a situation, experience, or person, and it feels challenging, like, oh my God, I have to climb up all the way over this mountain just to get through this. The universe is like saying, hey, psst, psst, Cancer, come over here. Look here's a stream that goes around the mountain, or actually goes through it. You can go this way. You don't have to struggle and expend all your energy to get this, you know, to get through this. So if you're working on a project this weekend and you kind of feel like you're spinning your wheels, there might be an easier way to go about it, okay? So just keep that in mind. So let's see what Luna has to add. Luna says, shine forth, beautiful Cancer. You do not need to fix it for anybody else. Look at time of new birth. Yep. It's time for you. And lastly, sunset, sunrise, new doorways. Wow. Yeah, Cancer, listen. You know, some of you who have been working really hard in the workplace, in the family, in some sort of organization, just whatever you're doing, you're starting to be noticed, okay? And it's opening new doorways for you. But you will have to close some doorways to move through into what's being new. And that might be where you're feeling this challenge, like, I don't know how to quit my job, or I don't know how to tell XYZ that I don't want to be a part of this anymore, or I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, whatever it is for you. Here's the universe saying, Cancer, you don't have to go up and over the mountain and it be all crazy, incredible, and full of challenge. There's a very easy way around. Find the easy way around. And it's not copping out. It's truly like, you know, that's the way for you. Okay, look at this. We have the Death card. We have the King, or the Knight of Pentacles in this position, and we have the Six of Pentacles. So, Death card, endings, the sunset, okay? In this position, this is where, you know, we have to abandon our project. We have to give up, let go, move on, take what we have right now, whether, you know, it's the harvest we were hoping for or not, and move on. So, Cancer, you have two cards here that are about endings and letting go and moving on, okay? And that's backed up with this, because here we end with the Six of Pentacles, which says there's much more success and prosperity ahead of you. You know, if you are trying to bring some sort of idea of yours, talent of yours out into the public, and you've been teaming up with certain people, Cancer, this might be where you're really the shining star of them all, and you need to shed them so that you can move on into your success, okay? It's just, I don't feel like this is a sad thing for Cancer where, oh, I don't want this to end. I feel like this is more like we don't know how to let go or say goodbye, more in fear of repercussion or hurting somebody's feelings or just having that conversation in general, okay? But here's the universe and Luna saying, no, let it go. There's much more prosperity for you up ahead, or going it alone and shedding like the dead old weight, okay, Cancer? So those are your messages for this weekend. I'm wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi, Leo. How are you? Let's see what the weekend has in store for all the Leos out there. Okay, nice. So we have the Tree of Life here. This also came out for Sagittarius. So if you have any, Sagittarius rising or moon, or you're involved with the Sagittarius, this might relate. So Leo, the Tree of Life often shows up for us after we've been through a period of like a heartache, challenge, struggle, things not working out, just a lot of energy being expended. And now finally here is some reprieve, okay? So some of you, this is simply meaning that you've had a really hard week and you were kind of thinking the weekend was going to be filled with a lot of challenge and busy work as well. But it turns out that it's actually really nice, calm and relaxing, and offering you some reprieve and some solace and some healing. Some of you, this could be where, unexpected, wonderful things just kind of happen and unfold for you this weekend. And as I'm saying that, look what flies out, growth and abundance. Yeah. So Leo, some of you, you're going to have a little magic sprinkled into your world, just blessings, here and there. So let's see what Luna has to add to this. As you know, she is bringing about new moon energy, and this is card 1. And this is what I say, Leo, with new moon intention, sowing the seeds, is once you put your intentions out to the universe, it is truly up to you to follow through on that. Like, start making, changes or doing what you want to do with what you have right now, with where you're at, and not saying I need XYZ more, or I need this, this, and this. Start with where you're at right now with what you have and start building on it. There's a lot of magic that's backing you. You've just got to believe in yourself and commit yourself as much as, you hope the universe comes through for you. So we have, yes, look at that, hidden realms. Things are opening for you. It's very magical, okay? Here, look at that. Look at that. Here's growth and abundance again, and that flew out when I was shuffling. And transition and change. Beautiful. Ooh. Some of you don't want to transition and change, but listen, Leo, that is the way, okay? Those of you that feel like you need XYZ to happen, or you need XYZ in order to move forward, here's the universe saying, no, start with what you have, where you're at right now today, and things open for you, as your energy changes and you're putting momentum, creating that foundation, projecting your energy on one path, okay? Things happen, things change. When I started my channel, I had just a couple of decks, an iPhone 4, and oh my God, biggest fear on the planet of even being on YouTube, which made me terrible at my readings, and I was not as secure in myself then as I am now. And you know what? It started something, and let's see, that was so just about 3 years ago is when I first started trying to do this whole YouTube thing, and it took me quite a while to transition and change and become able to do this, okay? So listen, Leo, you guys have got to give yourself that space to grow and expand. And as you grow and expand, things just start happening for you. My channel is proof of this. So listen, do what you've got to do for change. But ultimately, in a more general reading, Leo, this is a great weekend for you guys. You looks happy, something you've been wanting finally happens, or you've been working on a project and it's like you finally complete it this weekend. You and your loved ones are really enjoying each other, having a good time. Again, unexpected magic showing up, unexpected blessings. So let's see what the tarot adds. Here is the Temperance card, the Seven of Wands, and the Tower. Wow, Leo, this is really good energy, okay? The next card out would actually be the Queen of Wands. So what I see here is, yeah, you standing strong and true in who you are, what you believe, and what you want, Leo. It's going to be like bam, boom, there it is for you. And some of you have been working on that, and I'm telling you, this weekend something is showing up to help you out, or to confirm that your efforts are not in vain. All right, there's happiness, but it's kind of like boom, shock out of nowhere, but it's good. Okay, there is nothing negative about this reading. It's all quite positive, and I just think all of you are going to really enjoy your weekend. There could be unexpected opportunity presented to you. There could be out of nowhere, oh my God, I know the way forward, or I have this really great idea. That type of energy. Whatever it is, Leo, go with it. It's very positive. It's a blessing to you. It's like a weekend of your own beautiful energy returning to you, and how that plays out will be different for all of you. So Leo, those are your messages for this weekend. I'm wishing you guys all the very best. Take care. Hello, Virgo. How are you guys? Let's see what's going on this weekend for all the Virgos out there. Oh my gosh, look at that. Eternal love, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. Virgo, that is such beautiful, beautiful energy. And I will tell you, my best friend is a Virgo, and her and I are actually going to do a new moon spell together this weekend to, with that Virgo new moon, to release and heal the past. Not just those we perceive have harmed us, but also, you know, those that we have harmed in our lifetime, intentionally or unintentionally. And so we've been working on that leading up to this new moon, and my list is actually in here waiting for that spell. And you know, because this has come out for Virgo, I just feel like any of you who really want to make big time changes or start trying to manifest new in your life, this new moon is great to put your intentions out there, but also start following through with what you have where you're at right now today. Okay. And so Luna says, river stream flowing and evolving. Cattail spread seeds. And let's see what the final card is here. Harvest and sow. Oh my gosh. So listen, this is so perfect about the new moon energy. Virgo, some of you, I feel like this weekend there's this unexpected abundance, blessings, gifts, happiness, return of very positive energy for some of you. Okay, 100%. But others of you, this is where Luna's saying, put your intentions out there with the new moon. Spread those seeds, okay? Believe in them. Believe in yourself. And now flowing and evolving. What does that mean? It means we're going with the flow. We're not trying to control things. We do not have an expected outcome. We're saying, river, take us where we need to go to achieve our manifestations, to make the changes, all right? And as you're flowing through that river, you're shown different things you need to do, tweak, change, reshape in yourself, or actions you actually need to take forth to help build this manifestation and change. And finally, now we have the harvest, the sowing. I mean, the harvest of the seeds that we have already sown. So Virgo, some of you this weekend, you are receiving the energy return of changes and manifestations you've been working on. Others of you, this is Luna saying, come on Virgo, let's do this, baby. Let's make these changes. I want to bless you. You deserve so much, okay? So let's see. Yeah, you are so powerful, your energy right now coming out as this Queen of Wands. Whew. And look at this. We have the Four of Pentacles, and then boom, this is the card about manifesting, Virgo. This is also good. I feel like many of you, things you've been really working diligently at, you're getting the reward of it this weekend. It's showing up somehow, some way. So all positive, very beautiful things happening for you, Virgo. Pat yourself on the back and be like, that is my energy. That's my positive karma returning to me, because it is. Others of you, this Virgo new moon is a great time to sow seeds of manifestation and change in your life and follow through with it from start to finish, and you will, you have harvest, manifestation twice in your reading, okay? You guys will succeed. Just do what you got to do. Make the changes. Start with what you have right now where you stand. And it's like Virgo. It's just beautiful. Overall, you guys have a great weekend in store based on this reading, just in general, okay? Like, it's good. You have lots of things to look forward to. So those are your messages for this weekend, Virgo. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hello, Libra. How are you guys? Let's see what the weekend has in store for Libra. Ooh, we have perception. So Libra, this is a weekend where you are going to come into a new understanding about something, whether it's a person, a situation, spiritual beliefs, things about your own patterns of behavior, and you're like, oh my God, I never realized, I never made the connection, and now I see it. Some of you, this could be where, you know, you finally really can understand where another person was coming from and what they were saying to you. Or this is where a person comes to you, Libra, and is like, you know what? I totally understand what you're saying and what you meant, okay? So let's see what Luna has to add to this with the new moon energy that's being offered this weekend. Balance the emotions. Apply past lessons. And Hidden Realms open. Wow, Libra, this is a powerful weekend. Listen, if there is a person or situation that returns from the past this weekend, here's the universe and Luna telling you, forewarning you, Libra, the person or situation has not changed. Even if they present themselves as very balanced, very stable. No, they have not changed, okay? If you meet a new person this weekend, or you are involved in a situation that seems to really mimic or echo a person or situation from your past, here is the universe saying, Libra, what happened in the past in that person, with that person or in that situation? The same thing will happen here, okay? I'm warning you. You know, not like I'm warning you, Libra, you better watch out, but more like I'm trying to help you out here. You know, what happened in the past, do something different, make a different choice, because it will play out the exact same. So this is either like literal, where somebody from the past or a situation from the past resurfaces this weekend, or it could be where you meet somebody new, or you are involved in a situation that feels awfully familiar. And either way, it's like, nope, get out of Dodge. It's not any good. Nothing has changed there, okay? Others of you, this could be where this weekend, you know, you're finally coming into some understanding within yourself about a person or situation of the past that hurt you or really left you out of balance emotionally, and here you are receiving that insight from your own soul, which balances your emotions. You're understanding the past and what happened and how you can make a different decision in the future, you know, should you come across that same type of person or energy or situation, okay? Because with Hidden Realms opening, this is where that understanding is really starting to come through, okay? Kind of out of nowhere. And it's very freeing and it's very healing. So Libra, let's see what the tarot adds. Yeah, inner self all day long right here. Either we're coming into this understanding all on our own, or there's something returning from the past, or something that feels very familiar about the past, and here you are knowing that, seeing it for what it is, okay? I feel like many of you, this is something coming to you, like a person or situation. Could be an Aries with the Emperor here, all right? But listen, Libra, you need to really use the logic of your higher mind and think about the past and how it played out and the choices you made, and, you know, cause and effect and all of that, because somehow, some way, it's like that is representing itself in your life, whether literally or figuratively, or just something going on in you spiritually. That's the order of the weekend. And once you see things for what they were, or you make that other choice, there's some magic that starts happening where you see things so differently, or now there's this whole new world of possibility and new opportunities opened up for you because you've incorporated that lesson into your consciousness. It's all energy, okay? So Libra, those are your messages for the weekend. Remember, whoever returns from the past, they have not changed one bit, no matter what they have said, okay? So those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hello, Scorpio. How are you guys? Let's see what's in store for all the Scorpios out there for this weekend. Ooh, we got remembrance, resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. Okay, so this could mean a couple different things, Scorpio. This could mean where this weekend we're just feeling a bit nostalgic. This new moon energy is pulling up some, you know, emotions and stuff that's kind of down deep in the darkness, and we need it to be yanked up to the surface so that we can re-examine it from a new perspective, so that we can, you know, consciously expand or spiritually grow from that experience that we've tucked away into the deep, dark depths of ourselves. Or this could be, honestly, something from your past is returning this weekend, okay? So let's see what Luna has to add to this for your weekend energies, Scorpio. All right, so we have bring to fruition. So this could be a situation where, you know, it abruptly ended or stopped at some point in the summer. If you're in the northern hemisphere, we still are in summer. So this could have been something at the beginning of summer or midsummer that happened or ended. And now look at this. We have control and discern. And we have be still and go within. Wow. Yeah, Scorpio, some of you are just really being nostalgic or thinking about a situation or person from the past, and you're wanting, you know, to be reconnected, to have another chance to go to be with this person. But, you know, Luna is saying, listen, Scorpio, look at this person in that situation with new eyes. You're not seeing them for who and truly what they are. Like, you're not. And it's not time to reconnect with that person right now. Doesn't mean forever we've got to be disconnected, but Luna's saying this is not the time to reconnect with them, okay? Others of you, you know, if this person shows back up in your life and is trying to make it go around with you again, Scorpio, this is really a time for you to be like, you know what? No, we really need to think about things, or I need to think about things, because with be still and go within, it's not a time to start a new beginning with somebody. It's not a time to, you know, give something a second go round. Really, for Scorpio, this weekend and this new moon energy is about discerning and, you know, what do you want to bring into fruition? Direct and focus all your energy on that, and it should be associated to yourself, not I wish me and this particular person will get back together romantically. Instead, try, I really desire this person and I to come to an understanding and see each other's sides, and the ultimate resolution being in the highest good for both of us. That energy is so different than I want us to reconcile, okay? It's so different. It's so open and healing and expansive and allows for reconciliation eventually, okay? But when you're like, no, I just want this relationship back, and you haven't really deeply introspected in about what you need to change, but more than that, why were you guys not compatible? Why didn't it work? And I'm not talking about, well, this happened. No, 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 no. Pull away from the details that actually physically manifested and go to the energy which caused those physical manifestations. See and understand from that point of view, Scorpio. And that's why we've got to go within, because some of you, it's like you've really got to change your perspective about a person or a situation. And in that space, you're actually going to decide, I don't want that back, okay? Look at here. We have judgment. We have the Magician, and we have the Seven of Cups. All right. I just want to point out the next card out would be the High Priestess. The Magician and the High Priestess are a couple to me because this is the alchemist. You know, he understands life. He understands energy. He knows how to yield it, how to mold it, how to make it work for him. And the High Priestess, you know, she's the teacher of the mysteries. She's, you know, a great sage. She's not going to ever give you a direct answer. She's going to answer your questions with more questions. She's going to give you a riddle. She's going to, you know, give you something that has your mind running in a circle. And the reason for that is because in that space, it causes consciousness expansion. Thus, you finally see things from an incredibly different perspective, okay? So, Scorpio, those of you that really want to make big time changes in your life or bring about certain manifestations, here's the universe saying, listen, you need to introspect big time about why you want what you want and your way of going about it, okay? Not that saying you're bad or wrong. It's about consciousness expansion so that you do become the magician, the alchemist. You know how to yield and mold the energy to work in your behalf, because many of you feel a bit lost. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. I don't know what I really, really want, okay? If you find yourself this weekend really just up in the air, I don't know, it's time to go within. It's time to embody that High Priestess energy, to allow your consciousness to expand, to see things from very, very different levels, not the perception of the broken heart or the hurt feelings or the betrayal, okay? We need to rise up out of that to see the true truth of all things, which ultimately sets you free. Okay, Scorpio? So those are your messages for this weekend. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.